Hey Sarah, I gotta get my dog inside. Give me 1 second. He's
Please.
did I unmute my mic to tell you that I was getting my dog?
I don't know. You told me you were getting your dog.
Yeah. All right, so when when I entered this 6C cell, this 6C buy right here, we were rejecting off of these levels, but we were also at this support level on the dollar right here that I was kind of betting on it holding and rejecting off to these New York lows and filling in this imbalance right here. Um, I don't know. Like I'm okay with where it's at because I kind of
It
figured if
looks so
when
bad. Everything just looks like it's dying.
yeah, well that's because of this right here. Like this is why everything's actually,
Yeah.
this is this is kind of why everything's dying right here. And so I was hoping to get a slight rejection off of that, where basically the market tests these levels of strength. But it looks like we're just going to keep pushing up because there is an open institutional order right here on the daily. And if we
Mhm.
break above that zone and then trade up into here, then that right there would be a sign of strength, and then we would need to retest a possible last point of supply. Now, if we just liquidate this and come back down, then it's a distribution. But if we come back up and get that jump across the creek, then we could be looking at the dollar coming up here. And so I'm kind of just waiting on this final phase to really like understand like where we're going. But I've noticed like MNQ has a very a very similar thing going on, but just on the 1 hour. Or, you know what? Let me do this. So I thought my screen looked a little small, but like it's just on the 1 hour. And I was looking at a buy on NQ right here, but I didn't like I liked how we had a 5 minute break of structure, but I didn't really like how we didn't get really higher. So I took like a half hour loss right there just because I was like, it can play out because on the 5 minute side, but I'm not sure if it'll play out on the higher time frames, and it doesn't look like it did. So anyway, let's check back in. That was that one from yesterday. Why is that one at the bottom? Oh yeah, because I was trying to see if contracts switched. I don't know if we're gonna hold in there. No use watching that. 6E is just absolutely melting. 6S is also the most bullish one out of all of the currencies. So I was like fine with that. Oh, hang on. I I need to do something real quick.
Mhm.
Go up in here. See trading voice chat. Do. Share your screen. Share screen right there. All right, cool. Maybe somebody hops in right there. Maybe they don't. I don't care. I stream on multiple things, and I was actually talking. Did you hear that echo?
No.
Okay, yeah, but I stream on multiple places. I was talking to Mike about getting it to where it gets sent to my YouTube, and I'll just stream from like a central location like he does. That might be going into works like next week. I'm not really seeing anything that I like on the euro as far as like where we can get sales out of other than right there. Like that's a really clear sell. Everything else is just kind of like choppy and in imbalances. Like we do have this right here that we could probably see some sales out of, but I'm not I'm not really liking it just because of what the DXY is doing. Like the
Mhm.
DXY is showing absolutely no signs of reversing.
Yeah, it
With
definitely looks like he's going for those highs.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he's going for those highs. And but we're holding it down right here for six C. So as long as we can just hold it down in that zone until we get the reversal, then I'm okay with it because, like I said, I am expecting some form of reversal. If not, like it doesn't have to be a large one, but we do have news today. Um, at 8:30, I believe it's see that's Italy, European Union. Uh, Actually, Canada and US. I think that's an orange folder with Canada though. But yeah, we got core PCE, um, and durable goods orders and all of this right here. So yeah, I do think we will see some reversals out of the dollar and give us like because there's so much inefficiency to fill in the market.
Mhm.
Like with 6B, 6B is just trading way down in this range. 6E is trading down in a range that's actually, I think, from January, like somewhere down here, May of 2005. So, like almost a year ago, the euro is down to levels that it hasn't been to in about 10
Mhm.
months. What would that be? Would that be 10 months? Yeah, that'd be about 10 months. You know,
Mhm.
um, so a lot of positions have been liquidated and a lot of money's come out of the market, but no one else is really trading that low. Like even for 6B, the lowest right here is just November. For it to be down in I mean, yeah, this is like price action over here that the euro's trading in. And so like the euro's just so bearish right now. Um This is back in January price action. Let's see. And I'm not really seeing anything I really like on 6S except for that same zone that 6E has right here. That was a very clear institutional candle. We had some volume absorption came in where it absorbed these last little bits of volume right before the sell off started. Um, Nice sweep of liquidity. What's it look like on a smaller time frame though? Can we refine that entry? It has that same choppiness as the euro did. So that's a 1 hour.
Difference with
That's
these contracts. You're on 6SM. I'm on 6SH.
So
Am I?
so here no, no, no. So the reason I'm on 6SM is because if you see volume right here, but on 6SH right here, it's this contract ends on Monday, right?
Oh,
And yeah, and there was already like volume coming into this one, and this one's actually I was actually supposed to delete this one because I changed all of them out to see if like the contract volume was changing or anything like that, and it hasn't yet. So that was a mistake on my end. Um, 6S actually broke below these lows, so that was our
yeah,
last.
I wanted to see if you could help me with my trade. That one that we saw yesterday morning. I
This one
took
right here.
Yeah, I took a re-entry on it and I wanted you to see. I wanted you to have a look at my chart.
Did you take this reentry right here?
Yeah, get your feedback. Um,
Yeah, let me give you share screen. Let me let you share the screen. All right. Um, right here. I don't know if anybody's actually in this with me. It's all right if they're not. That's cool. For anybody that is in the Discord, you're all welcome to ask questions and stuff. Well, you should be able to share your screen now, Sarah. Oh, I got to stop sharing mine. My bad.
cool. Maybe this. Okay. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is the area we were looking yesterday. This first area where it reacted whilst we were on the session. So yeah. So it gave a shift up. So I marked out this last candle here for it to come and mitigate. This one here. And
Uh-huh.
then when it shifted up here, something I'm trying to practice and learn about is demand.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, still practicing. So I marked out this demand here above this high. And my first question is that valid? Is that
Yeah,
right what
no,
I've done?
for a 5 minute structure, that's kind of what I was just talking about with that NQ trade that I had took. Oh, hang on, let me actually
Mhm,
I like to have my camera on. With the NQ trade I took, it had a 5 minute break of structure to the upside, and
mhm,
it just respected the higher time frame more. That's all. Because everything has been so bearish that even though we got that 5 minute break of structure, then it wasn't a probable trade at that point. Especially once the mitigation already happened and we got our liquidation and we got where we needed to go. And it looks like
mhm,
even played into another mitigation, like right around 8 o'clock or
mhm.
10 o'clock. Yeah, right there. And then it just kind of melted off after that. And so we did get the mitigation right there. I wouldn't have gone in for a reentry just because once you saw that demand up there that broke that 5 minute break of structure, if you
Yeah.
would go up to like a higher time frame, like a 1 hour, 4 hour, it's not as solid of a demand, and it's kind of just like wicks above and comes back down, but it doesn't break the previous high, the actual previous high, which was right there above Asian sessions, you know.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking to take like that was the target basically Asian highs. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
was.
so I
That's what I would have. That's what I would have liked to it because if we would have gotten past Asian highs, that would have confirmed a bullish structure outside of the 5 minute structure. You know what I mean? That would have showed us that
yeah.
higher. That would have showed us that higher time frame structure is also bullish. But you
So
know,
it's just traded into this area, and then
yeah, but
obviously,
it pretty much just mitigated that order block right there from those Asian, like right around those Asian highs, and then that was just a
yeah,
melt off point.
okay. So yeah, that was one, and the reason I wanted your feedback was because I just wanted like, is this, have I just made this fit my analysis to look for an entry, or yeah, is this actually demand and I've just not,
No, no,
so my mistake basically is I was
that
having,
is demand. That is demand. It's just like when you already have that mitigation and we started seeing those pullbacks, that's when you
mhm,
just need to look at like the higher time frames because on a 5 minute structure, yeah, that is demand, but like on the 1 hour, 4 hour, it's not like quite there. You know, it and I was trying to get it to prove itself yesterday on it. Because
oh yeah, even on the 4 hour.
we were moving bullish up until that point, but then that kind of confirmed that like, okay, that was just a sweep of liquidity, now we're back bearish, you know?
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that was one, and then the other one was 6N. So you know how you guys enter, like how Mike's entry, because mine is obviously like a little bit different.
Mhm.
So on 6N, I tried to do that entry model. So I marked out this liquidity that gave me this last push down. That was my area to look for buys.
Mhm.
And then I had my entry here at the
Right?
first liquidity. Is this right how I'm looking at it, or
Yeah,
have I
yeah,
missed?
so can you measure? You see that last push down right there?
Mhm.
Measure that candle. Also, like, for easier, you can just hold shift and click, and it pulls up your ruler. That's how I be
Okay.
doing it. So you got 38 bars right there, right? Do you see that doji candle that just kinda, like, wicked up and down? Like, it's like the 2nd candle in
Here?
the zone? Yeah, that measure that one. What do you have, about 32, 33?
33, yeah.
So that's within 5 ticks of the equal push down that we got, like, right there. So I
Mhm.
would have considered that mitigated. So, like, the best that you could have hoped to have gotten out of that one was a break even because we did get that transfer of money from the buyers to sellers. That's why we saw that push up. But there are also, like, pull your screen down a little so I can see a little bit higher up. Mm.
So the mitigation area that I'm measuring is basically this obviously came into the mitigation area and then it moved like, yeah, 32 up. So that's when the candle is in this blue area and is moved up like that, that's what you consider the mitigation, if it's the
Yeah,
same as
so the mitigation itself
okay.
is, when you get a reversal in that is equal or almost equal to the same move that the push down was, right? So, like, that's why I like Mike whenever he gets a move on New York session, let's say he'll measure I don't know if you actually watch the New York sessions. I don't know if you have, like,
Yeah,
because of your work and stuff. It's like,
I
but
thought it was this. I thought it was this blue zone is the mitigation area, and then you want it to mitigate out of this area, like to here. I thought that's what it
well,
meant,
it's from when, the reversal started, right? So
which is here.
the reversal started right there, yeah, everything else is pushing down, that was the
Okay.
first one that actually went up, and so you wanna measure the reversal, and if it's equal or almost equal to the push down, then you wanna at least start reducing your stop, like, you don't have to go full break even, but there's no reason to expose all of your risk like that just
Mhm,
because, um well, just because there's no reason. Because at that point, like I said, the transfer of buyers and sellers has already happened, and
mhm.
it's just you're just unnecessarily risking your money at that point.
Okay.
It
And
it
then
is
my other question on this was, is this demand or this little tiny bit here, like when you're looking at a range, this like this, like quite big.
So, like, on the 4 hour, no, because it just comes up and comes straight back down.
Yeah.
Mm,
So you want to see like more consolidation up here, like more
yeah,
liquidity.
you wanna, like, I mean, pretty sure, like, click the 5 minute. Let me see what the 5 minute looks like, if it's just a bunch of wicks and stuff. Spread it out a little
It
more.
will be more like this, like more sideways
Yeah,
maybe.
more of like that consolidation sideways moving, and that one's more of like just up and down. And so
Yeah.
like that one looks like it was retail traders that were doing a break and retest, and then the banks just liquidated them and then came back down. And so like demand is important to understand, but so is like I don't want to say candlestick anatomy because that sounds like really fancy, but
Mhm.
like the narrative that the candlesticks are telling is just
Yeah,
as
like this
important as
big
the
push
demand.
down here. Yeah, okay. And is this where this red arrow is that the right place that I was looking for demand above?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that was the previous high.
Okay. That was all my questions. Thank you.
No problem. See, just do it like this for now. Actually, you know what? We'll just do the window. I gotta open my trading view again before I can click that. Boom, 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 boom. It is holding down, I tell you. Dollar. Anyway, where were we? We were with 6S, right? Yeah, we were on 6S. That one's just kind of pushing down further and further and further. We are in this zone right here. We're in this order block where there was a lot of selling volume and a lot of volume absorption that came out. So we could possibly, I mean, I think we're already right there. You know, see, we've seen a lot of reversals at like this area right here. So that's a key reversal zone. Hmm. You know, I'm not in love with this just because everything else has been like just so bearish. But
Mhm.
as far as like a back testing thing, we can see how this works out, you know. Just because that same price action, you see like the pound is just so much more above it, you know, like which is right here. It's that same push, I believe. Let's see, was that December 2nd, 7 a.m. Oh, that was right after my birthday. Let's see, and then 6S is no, that's actually later. That's January. January. So that's all the way back here. Yeah, that's this price action right here. Dude, like that's actually kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy, man. The markets are like just not in sync today. Like everything is just a bloodbath.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know,
I
and
was
all, like
like, three traces for a sell. I'm done looking for buys in this market.
yeah, I mean, I do have a buy down here on 6A that I'm looking at, and you know that's from February, so not even as far back as that January price action that and December price action that 6S is playing out of. So I don't know, man. 6A looking a little more bullish than 6N, definitely. Really not liking anything in currency. Yeah.
What about oil? What happened to oil? Didn't we have an area for that yesterday?
Yeah, it hasn't reached it yet. It hasn't quite got to it yet. I was about to make my way down there because I think I'm pretty much done with currencies. Like that's just like I don't want to even look at anything on there. 6C will either play out or it won't. Either way. Um, Indices, we've been just sweeping lows, kind of working our way down. I think I have this already marked up on NNQ. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, because YM is already well below that zone, which was Monday on the 9th. So this is YM's Monday on the 9th zone. So NQ is the lagger as far as like the most bullish one right now.
Mhm.
And I like this zone. I like this zone for buys, because this one is looks like it would be more respected on the higher time frames. The only thing I'm
Yeah.
not really liking is, you it didn't it really just created money up here. So I mean,
Mhm.
that may be a reason to really actually like it. And if I can get a really solid bounce like out of here, then I'm sure I could find another buying scenario. But I would like to see this play out and at least get an accumulation. Even if it just plays out of that zone, I'm fine with it. That means my analysis was on point. I've had my last point of supply zone right there for a minute. Um, YM's in this lower zone right here from March 26th, which is like all the way down here for NQ, right? And so because NQ's already mitigated this zone right here, I'm more confident in seeing reversals out of NQ right there, especially if YM is reversing out of right here, you know. And then ES is kind of just being that middle child, like because this is that zone on NQ right here, and it's already well below it. And so it gives me confidence that NQ does still have a little bit more ways to go. And I would just be looking to take out the Tokyo highs right there. Let me actually get this thing going right here. See,
See
pull
on
this.
NQ where you are now, like this chart now.
Uh huh.
This is my question about imbalance, right? So see like the low where you've got the word spring, and then you've got that push up, and then you've got a little black candle, and then that next bullish candle just taps back into that imbalance. Do you still count that imbalance as valid, or do you draw the imbalance from that bullish wick?
Give me
Because it's
one
like, the
second.
candle came back into the imbalance, but like the tiniest bit. So would that still be like, yeah, would you still mark that out as a full imbalance?
Give me one second. Let me get this in the post. Oh man, my coffee. Has it cooled down enough to drink yet? Mm, delicious. Delicious. All right, so what are you asking? Like this imbalance right here?
Note down further.
This one.
The Yeah, that one. So where that candle pushes up, and then you've got that tiny black candle, the next bullish candle just taps just slightly back into the imbalance. So
Like this
yeah,
one
that
right
was my
here?
question. You just mark it out from there instead of, yeah, and it's still
Yeah,
valid.
so the way I understand imbalances, and this is coming from not Mike as an educator, but another smart money educator that I followed, which is like a Zachary Hogan and Jordan Morgan. The way
Oh,
they
yeah.
explain an imbalance is it's within the last 3 candles, right? Because this imbalance right here has already been absorbed and engulfed by this one. So this would
Mhm.
be the valid imbalance right here. Kind of like this one right here wouldn't really be an imbalance because like a lot of people would probably consider that an imbalance, but I don't because this wick comes up into this candle and this
Yeah.
candle comes into that wick. So I mean there might be a small imbalance like
No, I see it the same as you. I
right
yeah,
like
get
right
confused sometimes
there,
because I
but
know people teach a little bit differently.
Yeah, no, but I don't really pay attention to imbalances like that. They're more of like targets for me, you know, so
Mhm.
it's like if we break below this, then I would be looking for sales, you know, like if we break below this,
Mhm.
then I'm looking for sales all day. But
Okay.
as it sits right now, like just within this range, like we're already at that 618, and I like this point of supply. We might get down to this order block right here, which would be a 786 retracement. But generally speaking, anywhere from 618 to 886 is where you'll start seeing those reversals. You know,
Okay.
oh man, neck hurts. Let's see what we got going on. James, how you doing, man? Welcome to the session, brother. I but yeah, so that's what I got for indices right there. You know, NQ is definitely the more bullish one. It's even on like the higher time frames. Let's see. I wonder how this will play out. No, I don't think that'll play out like I want it to. But but if we can trade above this zone right here, like trade above these highs, then we can have a possible trade, something that would look like where we tap back into here and take out these London highs. But it probably, I think you're most likely going to get, if we get this, you know, it'd most likely bounce off of like this Tokyo low, because you can tell people have already been using that as a support level. That's why we had this rejection right here. And then you see the amount of volume that comes in with this candle, it absorbs the previous amount of sell volume that was coming in right there. And so this lower sell volume, as we get down into this support zone where retail sellers are trying to buy out of it, shows that we've had a lot of buyers that came in on the buy side and very minimum sellers until we get to this specific candle. So that shows that that's an institutional candle for me, because we also had the volume absorption, right? And so if we can trade above this zone right here, where we have pretty much triple tops going on, but there's just a lot of liquidity right there. Like if we kind of trade like in this area and then come back down to mitigate that, then yeah, I would love to take a trade like that, and it would look something along the lines of this, and just target those London highs. You know, I mean, you could even really go for just a 1 to 3, which would be, I mean, even a 1 to 2, if you just want to have a conservative exit and, you know, go right there until we hit that demand zone that we're going to be looking for. But unless we trade above this, then it's not it's not really worth the risk. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second. I'm going to check on 6C. It is just fighting for its life, isn't it? But it's not going lower, so I like that. I do like that. And we're at a point where we've seen a lot of reversals, so I'm cool with it. Where were we at? We were on metals, right? And so again, but gold's also the more bullish one. Like you see, like silver's trading way below Tokyo and New York lows. Gold hasn't even come close to New York lows, but we did liquidate those Tokyo lows coming into the London session. And so yeah, like I like buys on gold if we get this to play out. You know, like if we don't get that, then it's I don't like buys on gold. You know, platinum's super bullish, bearish as well. My bad. My bad. I didn't say bullish, guys. Y'all didn't hear that. Um, but so this was the oil trade that we were looking at from yesterday. I do believe it's still valid, and if it does not play out tomorrow, right? And I don't think hmm, I don't think we'll get quite that much movement. I mean, it's possible because this trading range right here, where this massive dip down. I mean, this was only like 6 hours of trading. This was from 10:05 into the same session, you know. So it's possible that we do get like a massive rejection like we've seen out of there. But I think the more probable, like this would be the most probable exit, just a solid 1 to 3. But I don't think it would be a terrible ideal to just hold it until we get to these lows right here. And the main reason for that, this is more on like the geopolitical side right here. So you had generals in Iran that have come out on international news, and matter of fact, as of tonight, a oil refinery in Al Salah, Oman has been completely bombed, and it's like completely on fire. Oil tankers are being bombed in the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran's entire goal right now is to do a war of attrition with our economy. And so they're saying they're not going to let any oil tankers through the strait, because they don't want anything that could benefit the militaries that are fighting in their homeland essentially. And they're saying that they wouldn't be surprised if they see oil get to $200 a barrel, right? Um, which that seems a little crazy, right? To even think about, right? Like $200 a barrel on oil, but when you look at this weekly trajectory that we've been having over the last couple of weeks since this conflict has started, I mean, just this one has completely liquidated, filled in balances, and it's just kind of running. And so I don't think it's impossible that we get to 200. Will we get exactly to 200? I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot to go off of. That's all. We're all in price exploration right now because I can't see anything past 2018, you know? Um Maybe on the continuous chart. Let's see what we got on the continuous chart right here. Let's see. CL. See if see how far back that lets me look, right? Ah, okay, that's better, much better, right? So I mean, highest oil's been in the last, I don't know, 20 years is 157. And so we know that there's liquidity up here. And this is 2008. This was actually the housing crash right here. I don't know if y'all know anything about that, but that was the housing crash right there. And we've seen it as low as is I, this can't be right, right? Like
What the hell is that? Like COVID
that
or
is
something? That's
oh, that was
COVID.
COVID. No, that was COVID. That was COVID. All right, so yeah. Yeah, no, if y'all were trying to buy right here and this came, you would have liquidated your account because that slippage, yeah, like your exit would have been right here, but you would have exited like down here pretty much, like how fast that went. Because yeah, and that's on the 1 week. So yeah, I don't think it's impossible that we see gas prices get up to 100, 150, 175, $200 per barrel if this conflict keeps going on. Because even as we're sitting right now, we haven't even liquidated we haven't even liquidated these positions from later on in COVID when the market actually rallied. All we really did was just mitigate right here, like that's all we've actually done right there. And so I don't think it's impossible that we see the market keep continuing to go higher. We've been trading above all of these highs, the previous highs, since 2022 for the last week now, the last couple days, about 2 days. And if we continue to trade above there, then I don't think it's impossible that we're just gonna we're just gonna get off that. We're just gonna let that do whatever it does. Right. Um,
Hey, can you hear me?
yeah, who's that? Corey?
It's James. How you doing?
Oh, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm all right.
I caught a 1 to 3 on oil just now, and then I'm in a gold buy. I didn't know if you noticed it or not.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was so the buy that I'm looking at for gold, I don't know if you were in when I was going over this. Just my system and how I trade. I don't trade break and retest, and that's kind of what this looks like to me. Like you got your retest right there. It broke through, and then you had a body closure above, and then you started seeing momentum come in on the buy side. I don't know if that's the trade you took, but for me, I'm more like the institutional push down that happened right here on the 1 minute where you see this volume absorption that came down from the last time we were trying to push down, where basically we got into this level. You see that retail traders start coming in. You start seeing this increase in volume with this decrease in sell, especially as you get closer to this level right here. And then you see this one massive push down that had, for the most part, higher volume than everything else that's been coming in. And so that shows me that all of these stops right here got liquidated. Once they got liquidated, these turned into sales because you only buy or sell into the market. So when your stop loss gets hit, it turns into a sale, which increases the volume of sales that are coming in with that institutional candle. And so that looks like market manipulation to me. And so what I'm looking for is we got above this high, but I would really like for us to get above this high. Like if we come back down from this zone to down here, I'd probably do like a half risk trade. Just because on the 1 minute, well, there goes six. That actually kind of scared me, guys. Like I'm not going. That made me jump. God, I think it's just tapping my stop loss. Yeah, that's all it's doing. I mean, are you gonna take all of them out? Or are you gonna leave me with some? What are you gonna do here? Anyway, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all good. I see you. I see you. Yeah, just close them all out. You're good. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking for on gold. And the only reason I'm confident in this one is there's very low lack of demand below the Tokyo lows. That's why you just see that wick and then it comes right back up. That just looks like a liquidation to me, where this is actually a manipulation. And so that's just how I trade. Um,
I
but that's
get
that's
you.
what I would be looking. That's what I would be looking for on gold, and then oil. I didn't really. I'm waiting on a sell on oil. So
It was oil on the 1 minute.
oil on the 1 minute.
Yeah.
But did you take a sell out of here?
Uh, go like a little bit further out, or like 5 minute, 1 or 5. It doesn't really. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you took this sell right here.
Yeah, took it out of there.
Oh
Give
yeah,
me
that's
the
that's actually solid right there. Yeah, this
Nice,
is actually.
Corey.
Yeah,
nice
this is
trade.
actually A1 right here. Because you
Yeah,
see, you get your break above, and then I'm pretty sure even over here, yeah, you see, you even sweep this liquidity right here. You know what, I'm just gonna do it the easy way. Boom, give me my ray, and you see that the liquidity got swept, built demand below these lows right here, created these Tokyo lows, and then boom. Yeah, no, dude, that one's solid. That one's a lot better than the last one you just showed me. I'll say that. I'll say that
yeah.
for sure.
I'm break even on gold now, so I'm just
Yeah,
looking
and
at.
then this was the setup I was looking for in 6C. Um, I thought about actually doing like a half risk just because all the other currencies are so much more bearish than it, and there's a
Yeah,
lot of room for it to like go down. But I like the setup. We've been trading above for quite a while, like since early like middle of February, really like even longer than that. Like yeah, like beginning of February. And so like I like this setup, and so I count that as just a system loss right there.
yeah.
I am waiting on because I know you just joined Corey, or is that still James? Is that Corey or James that I'm talking to?
You're talking to Corey now.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know you like trading NQ, and I'm waiting on this buy right here out of
Yeah.
NQ, just because YM and ES is. Hang on, I
I
hate that
I took a
YM.
loss on NQ right before I took
This one
uh
right here. Did you try to
right
take this?
before I took oil.
Did you try to
Uh,
take this buy right here?
yeah, and then I took another shakeout on NQ2 like
I
there.
took a loss right there too. I took a loss
Yeah.
right there too.
Well, then I took another, and then I got break even on another uh shakeout play on, I think it's NQ2 on the 1 minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Oh,
so this.
you like that zone though for NQ?
Yeah, I like this zone, and that's what I was about to go on. So the reason I like this zone particularly for NQ, so this one's on Monday, Monday the 9th, right? And down here you have like that Sunday price action from the open. If you look at YM's well below that Monday the 9th price action at 10 a.m., which is that same zone for NQ, and it's trading down into that Sunday price action already. And then the same thing with ES, like this was that same zone that NQ had right here, and it got played out of there on a Wednesday, and then everything else has just been kind of dropping. So with NQ, I only want to see it take out like Tokyo highs like in this next trading session, and then we'll probably see more bearish price action out of it, especially just because. Hang on. Hang on. I actually got to delete that one. The dollar's just been so bullish, man, honestly. And on the daily, it's kind of starting to look like an accumulation schematic, but I'm waiting to see if we can get above this zone right here, above this last support. We've been respecting these right here, but even if we just break above right here and trade above right there, then it will kind of confirm bullish momentum for me, and that we are in an accumulation. I just don't like that NQ has a similar 1 hour setup, and that's kind of conflicting for me because dollar goes up, NQ goes down. Dollar goes up, gold goes down. Dollar goes up, pretty much everything goes down. You know, and so I'll show you what I'm talking about with that though. NQ, no, NQ right here. And so, like on the 1 hour, we kind of have this same scenario playing out where you get your seller's climax, your automatic rally, your secondary test, your up thrust, your secondary test, and your spring. And if we reject out of here and break these highs, then that confirms that this was a last point of supply. And I think we may have already gotten that move. Honestly, I don't know if that's still valid. Let me see. How far of a push down was this? It was 423. It was 433. Yeah, no, that one's no longer valid. We already got the mitigation.
Damn, bro,
So
oil is fucking tanking, bro. Sorry, I'm unmuted.
nah, you're good, man. You're good. I was coming to look at it because I do like this buy right here. Like I was looking at it earlier, and we've traded above these zones. So like if I were to take a buy right here, what it would look like would be, I wouldn't it'd probably be, this would be more of a counter trend for on the smaller time frames. Oof. And so I would be looking at something where, let's see, we got a lot of reversals right there. Yeah. V, or what is this? Oh. I mean, even just taking it up into structure right there, you can capitalize on a 1 to 3, and I'm fine with that because I feel like if we tap into this zone and reject out of it, then we will hit this resistance and this whole clusterfuck in here, and then kind of like melt down and take Tokyo lows, you know? But if we continue to hold that bullish momentum, then I do have this sell up here that I'm looking for. And we've kind of just been chopping our way up to it. And so there is a possibility that we could reverse out of there and go up to there. But, you know, I'd be okay with just a 1 to 3 right there. I do like that we've been trading above right here. We held that. We are dropping
why
pretty. What'd you say?
that's why I did like that sell, because I mean, yes, it was a 1 minute time frame setup, which I don't love for oil with all the volatility and things like that, and it held below the lows for quite some time.
And then I know
I'm
I know
sorry
that
I didn't hop on and tell you. I honestly didn't think that you were on this
no,
early.
dude, I'm on every day now, dude. I'm on every day now.
I know that you're on every day. I just didn't know this early. I thought you were on like, when did I take it? I thought you were on at like 4:30. I think I took the trade at like
Oh
4.
yeah, dude. So that just happened, man. That just happened.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, no, yeah, it would have been nice, Corey. Fuck you.
God damn it.
Way to look out there, man. No, I hadn't gotten to oil yet. That was why. But yeah, I do like this buy. I might want to set. I learned my lesson yesterday on. See, I would do like a half risk right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here, I'm
it won't let me. It won't
oh
let
no.
me because of this right here.
Here, 1 second. I'm on the way to the gym. I'm gonna put you on my phone real quick while I drive over there.
You're fine. All right, so I don't feel like risking 600. So I will set my limit for a one contract 300. Does give me a bit better risk to reward. And if I don't get tagged in, then I can't afford to trade oil right then. You know, because I don't like trading micro oils. I don't know why. I probably should. I probably should. Actually, you know what? How do you do that? What is that? What's micro oils? MCL? Yeah, right there. And then we're in MCLJ right there.
Yeah.
So we'll just put you there, and then see how we look now. See, you always want to give oil a little bit of room. This is something I've learned. It's better to have a bigger stop with oil. Yeah, man, I don't see a problem with that. I like that. I do like that. Target that 1 to 3. It's still within that support zone. Yeah, I like that. And then can I do my actual risk here? 232. I would do that. I would do that. All right. So boom, boom, boom. We post this one. Oh, mitigated. It's funny. All right. Where was I? Welcome back, Corey. Let me check the chat actually. Has anybody said anything in the chat? I'm back. Oh, okay. That's exciting, Corey. Welcome back. Corey, y'all see that? 6C just didn't want me to be happy today. That's all it was. Liquidated, and now it's going to run. That's been happening a lot this week, actually. Like I'll just barely get tagged out. Like it happened on Gold earlier this week, where it just wicks me out and then just absolutely goes on a rampage. But yeah, man, I think that's about all I got for now, you know? Not really not really a whole lot that I don't know. That's too choppy. I don't like that. Mm. Yeah, I don't like how that worked its way out of there. Mm. What if we could see a breaker block rejection right there?
Yeah, I actually haven't traded at all this week. Been fucking sleeping in until 12.
Corey,
Oh,
you
I
just
mean,
said you trades this morning.
Sorry.
It's still this week.
Yeah, but Sarah's
You
gonna
know
be
what?
pissed off at me because I haven't been able to do anything at all. Watch videos, nothing. I've been military. I've been fucking doing things for the military, right, Sarah?
Yeah,
No.
when do
Get
you
your
go to basic,
priorities
man?
straight, Corey.
Yeah. Just get my priorities straight. I didn't even care, bro.
You've
What's
been
up?
collecting toothbrushes for the military.
Yes. What do you say, Michael?
Oh, I was saying like when do you leave for basic or MEPS and stuff?
Finish my test because you gotta like do like 3 different tests, which is fucking
Yeah, no,
absolutely out of this
I
world.
took the ASVAB, man.
Um,
I went to military school. I'm at an 85 on the ASVAB.
you're in A5?
No, I went to military school and I had to take the ASVAB and I made a 85 on it, like 13 points away from a perfect score.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I was
Oh,
trying to
damn.
join I got in too much trouble to join the military. So, like, when I first got out of military school, when I was like 17, 18, I'd already started getting into trouble and stuff, and I needed waivers, and I just kept needing more and more and more and more waivers.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
Yeah, but before they found out I
Eventually,
needed
get some pain
waivers,
there.
before they found out I needed waivers, I was talking to a Navy recruiter, and he wanted me to. I can't remember what the MOS is specifically, but it's like a uh, a nuclear engineer on carriers.
Yeah, that'd be dope, bro. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's kind of what
Yeah, I
Vaughn does
mean,
a little bit.
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
wanted to join the army since I was like 2 years old, man.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. It's been great. Welcome on, James. I hope you got some value. I hope you learned something. Um, not to try. I don't know if that came out sounding like an asshole. Like fuck you. I hope you learned something.
No, I
More
get
so
it.
like
Thanks. I appreciate it.
yeah. No, dude, and you're always welcome to. Oh, hang on now. What we got? What we got going here? That wasn't my original entry, though, was it? I think that entry was a little too low. See, I can. That's one.
Goddamn, bro.
That's one. Well, that's one R for me. So I risked 375 a trade, and that's closer to my original entry. So like I'm okay with that. Um,
Oh, you're in there, huh?
no. I'm not. I was I was just moving my entry. I don't know why, but my entry was lower than I want because I really wanted an entry up here. I would already be in it. Like, I wanted an
Yeah.
entry up here because there's a lot of reversal points right there,
Yeah.
and it's just I don't want to go over 1R, and 1R for me is 375, and so you know
Oh, I just hit TP on gold. I wasn't even paying attention.
You just hit TP on gold.
Yeah.
Corey, did you take that gold trade from the liquidity sweep?
Sorry.
Did you take that gold trade from the liquidity sweep?
When like recently?
Yeah,
Can you go
I
over
think
that, please?
I think he was saying that he took it out of the open right here.
Yeah, I took it right
Yeah,
around there. If
yeah.
you go to like the
Yeah,
5 minute or something.
Yeah, and I'm guessing once you started seeing like this bullish momentum come in, you like entered like right here type deal with a stop loss down here.
Oh no, I ended at the very low.
Oh, down here.
Yeah, and then my stop loss was at the bottom of the wick. You were looking at it, right?
Oh, I see what you're looking. I see what you're looking at. You entered on this right here, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
clean, man. Oh, see, I thought you were doing a break and retest right
Oh
here,
no.
man. I was like, man, we don't trade retail patterns.
Nah. Yeah, I sniped this fucking thing.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Better luck than me so far. I've
Yeah.
taken 2 L's
Right
today.
before those, I took 1 L and then a break even. So
Oh,
I'm.
I think I might actually get tagged in right here.
You you put your stop loss a couple pips under the.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
noticed with oil, man, like oil will raid that wick before reversing, and it's been happening a lot this week on other assets too. Like it happened to me on gold, like it wicked me out of my stop by like 3 points, and then it ran for like a 1 to 7, and I was like, "You motherfucker," you know.
Yeah, damn.
Excuse my French. Excuse my French today, y'all. I'm like drinking coffee and everything, man. Like I'm on my cowboy stuff right now.
It's Friday. Good.
Hey, are you doing a challenge, Michael?
No, this is a funded account, bro.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I got 150K funded, and I'm funded with Tradeify. Oh, it's funny. I already had this over here. Like, yeah. See, look. Well, I don't know why I had my limit way down here because I didn't even add this, and I went exactly to right there, and that was where the other one was. That was weird, man. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Well, if it tags me in, it tags me in. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that was my gold
Oh
TP.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we just hit this liquidity right here, and so if we trade above here for a little bit, then yeah, I would love to take this trade right here. This would be a solid trade.
How long do you look for demand on gold? Like,
Um, no, I mean really like 20, 30 minutes is. It really depends on the time frame that you're looking at it at. So like with us looking at it on like the 5 minute, the 1 minute, 10, 20, 30 minutes, I think that's pretty fine. Because I know like with shakeouts, like we want to see like 5 or 10 minutes of trading above it. It doesn't really have to be 20 or 30 minutes. We just want to see like basically you just want to see that people are willing to buy and sell above that price level because then it gives incentive for the market to go back to that price level because people are willing to buy and sell there. You know?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I'll let y'all know how oil goes. I'll let you know what goes on with biz, and we'll go from there. Y'all have a
Thanks.
wonderful day, night for whatever part of the world y'all are in.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.